Welcome in, welcome to the channel. My name is Valerie, and this is going to be a general message for whoever it resonates with. Welcome to a new week. Today is the 10-10 portal, so just wanted to talk a little bit about that. It's basically connecting us to our truth, our power, our purpose. It's bringing in clarity. It's also bringing in cleansing, healing, and releasing. And it's connecting us to our gifts, bringing in courage to move forward and step into what's aligned for us on our path. Following after this full moon and all of the, crazy things going on with that, all the different planetary transits and things. I made a video about that the other day, so I'll put a link at the end for you if you want to know more about that. But this looks like a beautiful opportunity for us to continue to step forward, to heal, to release things, to cleanse, to step into our power, into our true authentic self, and just keep moving forward. So let's just jump in and see what we get. Like I said, it's a general message, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave me a comment and let me know how things are resonating for you. Let's see what we've got going on for this week at this 10-10 portal. Right, we get roots of abundance. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of, just tapping into our deeper roots, our connectedness with the universe, with all the abundance that's available to us. Perhaps feeling a bit ungrounded, and so needing to get, rooted in and grounded, so we can connect with our deeper self, our deeper truth. We also get it is what it is. This to me talks about, being present in the present moment and having this ability to accept everything as it is, not as we think it should be or should have been, or whatever, just, holding the space for things to be as they are, regardless of our expectations, and letting go of those expectations, because really, those kinds of thoughts are the root of our own suffering, when we can't accept what is and we're clinging to an idea of what something should be or should have been. The notion that this and that can be true at the same time. Let's see what else we get. I'm noticing too that there's this doorway, with this swirling sort of energy around it, and as we're talking about a 10-10 portal, being able to walk through that portal, maybe, part of the key to that is accepting what is, being present to what is. And accepting that we are exactly where we're meant to be at any given moment, and knowing that the journey that we've been on has brought us to where we are, and it's all been for a purpose. It's been for our growth and for our expansion, to bring us to this place of abundance. And all of the things that we've been through are sort of these roots that have, built this strong tree here. And if we're labeling the things as bad or negative, even if they were difficult or painful, maybe needing to shift that perspective, because they are what has informed our present and made us who we are at this moment. And, it's all for us to utilize for the path forward. And a merry motive. So being clear on our intentions and our motivations, and moving from a place of love and compassion and wanting the highest and best good for all, operating from a place of intention, higher purpose, being less concerned about, what we can get out of things as opposed to what we put into things, how we come to every relationship, every situation, how we show up to shine our light and be our authentic self. Let's get some cards to go a little deeper. Let's see what else we can see. We get come together. So with this this full moon being opposite the Libra sun, which is conjunct to Venus, there's a lot of opportunity to come together with other people, to deepen relationships, to, go deeper and be our authentic selves and connect on a deeper level. And so I think this is calling for that, to open ourselves up and, make these deeper connections with others, come together so that we can grow and heal in tandem, is leading us, towards greater abundance in our lives. It is what it is. We get rescue. I think it's important that we don't wait and expect other people to rescue us. Placing our own safety and security and sense of okayness in other people's hands is a dangerous dangerous game. We need to be our rescue. Doesn't mean that other people can't help us to heal along the way. So I think what this is talking about is, yes, work together, but also be your own anchor. You know what I mean? Like, don't expect someone else to rescue you. This is interesting. And we get details. And then this is highlighting the word clarity. So I think, just like we said, getting clear on what your motives are, what your motivations are, what your driving principles are. Paying attention to those details, really digging in and looking at, why you do the things that you do, and, who you really actually want to be and how you want to show up, and making sure that the way that you operate in the world is a reflection of that. Because the energy frequency that you hold is what, echoes out and draws back to you. So if you're doing things from a place that is not in alignment, you know, what you draw back may not be what it is that you desire. It has to be done from a pure place of heart. You know, whether that motive be service or love or kindness or whatever it is, you want to make sure of the energy frequency that you're putting out. You know, if you're not being your authentic self, you're not going to attract to you things that are in alignment with who you truly are at your core essence and who you want to be. You're going to attract more things that are a reflection of that mask that you're wearing. And so many times we're like, you know, I want to be seen, I want to be loved for who I am, but if we're not showing who we are, then how can we be loved for that? So this is a very interesting message today, not my usual spread, but it's a pretty deep deep message today. Let's see. The master. Yeah, so mastering ourselves, becoming the master of our own lives, our own experience. And it's got this full moon above him, so I'm thinking, you know, with this full moon, please watch that other full moon video. I think it will be really helpful in understanding these energies, but really having an incredible opportunity with this full moon, which is still going to go on for a few more days, the energy and some other transits that are happening afterwards, to really heal and release things that are no longer serving us. It also seems like a very intuitive energy, you know, so trusting our intuition. We get the Lovers. Yeah, so with coming together here and rescue, you know, making sure that, you know, we're entering into new relationships from a place of authenticity where we can help each other grow and heal. But I think if we aren't authentic, we're setting ourselves up for failure. So really wanting to make sure that you're entering, you know, any new relationships, whether they be romantic or not, from a place of authenticity. And I'm noticing in this Lover's card, these two figures looking at each other are, you know, exactly the same. So mirrors, you know, we mirror each other. And things that are showing up in our environment are reflecting back to us things that are within ourselves. So looking at those things, you know, and accepting them for what they are, it is what it is, right? But also knowing that the way that we move forward can be different. We can be different. You know, it is what it is. It's also saying, you know, we don't know what we don't know. Until we know better, we can't do better, you know. But as soon as we do, we have that opportunity to set a new course for ourselves. So, you know, utilizing relationships as the mirror that they are to help us grow. And to help us formulate, you know, this path forward according to a higher purpose, higher understanding of ourselves. And then we get success. Yeah, so you're on a path to success here. I think if you continue to work at, you know, being authentic and getting clear on, you know who you are and the face that you show the world is going to bring you to a place of success. Let's see what else. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You know, needing to trust a bit in the universe and the divine timing of things. Like I said before, like all of these things that have happened, these roots here that have, built who we are, we're all for a purpose. And trusting that, the divine is driving the car or the boat or whatever, vehicle you're in. Spirit, God, the divine is at the wheel, and we need to trust, because there's luck and right timing available to us if we trust and stay present to what is. Stay present in our relationships. King of Cups in reverse. Needing to have a bit more emotional balance. To be more emotionally open. To open our hearts up. Especially in relationships with others. When we get the Hermit. Yeah, I think that's what this is all talking about. Introspection, spending that time with yourself to go deeper with yourself, to really truly understand yourself, your motives, the way that you operate, why you do the things that you do, so that you can adjust accordingly as you gain new insights and new wisdom, as you see new things reflected back to you in your environment and your relationships. Yeah, we get King of Swords, gaining clarity and discernment, getting really clear. See this owl here, wisdom. It's available to you so that you can master yourself. That's really what we're here to do, is to master the self. I think, to work towards becoming the best version of ourselves and being the being that we were sent here to be, to contribute to the evolution of the human race and coming back to a place of love and peace and harmony. We get the Emperor, divine masculine energy here. Coming to a place where we stand in our power and our truth and being masters of our own lives, taking action, but guided by the divine. And this is the Aries card. We just had this Aries full moon. And for the first time, I'm noticing this sort of like chair that he's sitting on. Looks like the moon or a planet. So definitely utilizing that energy that's available to us right now in this full moon to our benefit. And get Two of Wands. Yeah, we're kind of at a bit of a crossroads here. Which way do we go forward? What do we want for the next phase of our lives? How do we want to show up? Who do we want to be? And you get Ace of Pentacles. Amazing new opportunities. This is a potential. But this potential requires our action and just deciding where we're going to plant these seeds, going forward. How we're going to utilize these abundant, resources that are coming towards us. I'm noticing this also has roots, this roots of abundance. You get the Chariot, yeah, moving forward with passion and purpose, with in alignment. Can be, talking about in relationships, but also certainly, at least with our own selves, our own path, our own mission, our own purpose. and we get the moon. Letting go of illusions, but also trusting in the mystery of life. Surrendering to life as it comes, and knowing that if we set, powerful intentions and we are operating from an aligned place, that we can trust. We can sit back and release and let go and trust that we're being, brought exactly where we need to be at any given moment. So let's get a card of guidance. Oof, that's a lot of cards. Let's try again. Guidance, please, for today and this 10-10 portal. Okay. We get horned cactus, resourcefulness. I'll give that a read. It says, blooming through resilience, resourcefulness, discovery. When nothing seems to be happening fast enough or your ideas have dried up, you begin to question your relevance. During these periods in life, you might feel like giving up, frustrated and resentful that success will never happen for you. The issue here, however, is a matter of perception. The horned cactus thrives in the barren desert scape, offering you the gift of water when all appears to be dry. If you look at its body, you see the natural thorns that protect it from predators and the elements. What you don't see are the deep roots that extend far into the earth, filling it with a continuous flow of water. This succulent is a symbol of resilience, of resourcefulness, of your needs being met in spite of appearances to the contrary. It's a reminder of the courage and inherent wisdom needed to dig deep below the less than friendly surface that hides a rich underground world. Can you connect to this magical truth and trust? The desert is a mystical place filled with mysterious creatures, beautifully adapted to their environments. The horned cactus tells you to take heart. This journey is only temporary, and you will soon be met with greener pastures. But first, you must acknowledge your inner strength and fortitude as you're tested here. Be, as the cactus, resilient and resourceful. So this talks here about, the roots of the cactus, and they reach down deep into the earth to this very abundant place where there's nourishment available. We've got several cards of roots here. So yeah, getting deeply rooted and like it said, just knowing that despite what the outward appearance is, that you are provided for and that you have access to all of the resources that you need. And though you may have come through a difficult time, these transitions, especially with Mercury retrograde, where we've been asked to review and reassess and recalibrate, we feel like maybe a bit stagnant, or like we're being held back, or like things aren't moving. But this Mercury's gone direct now, and there's a lot of forward momentum happening in the planets right now. I see with this chariot here that it's going to start shifting and moving forward. We just need to, as it says, be resilient and resourceful right now. And I think really take this time, these times when we're, sort of slowed down or in a void, are there for our own benefit, so that we can reflect, to review the details of how we've come to where we are, and discern, going forward, how we want it to appear, like what we want to be different, because we are really the masters of our own lives. We have the ability to create the life that we desire. It's just a matter of, having to unlearn things and learn new lessons, and learn how to work with the energy to manifest what it is that we desire. And a lot of that has to do with our focus and what we're focused on and our perspective. So I think just taking this time to review those details and to be resourceful and hang on and get rooted and grounded, and work on showing up and being more authentic in our lives and in our relationships, so that the next phase of our lives or the path forward is one that's aligned with our own truth. So that's what I've got for you today. I hope that this has been helpful. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.